guys. So tonight we're out here on the porch. I'm hoping everybody can see me and hear me. We've got a few minutes to go before we actually start. And I think what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a little bit of just slow movements, some stretching. I have some people that have checked in and talked to me that there's a lot of things that we do that they can't do, and that's understandable. Not everybody's on the same level. So I'm going to see about maybe moving my mat a little bit, give everybody time to get in here. So if you, I'll just have to back up to do anything standing. If you hear some noise in the background, I'm still not happy with where my mat's at. Sorry, guys. So, if you hear some noise in the background and the banging, they are doing, they're working on my studio. And I have a little dog that keeps barking in the background back there. Hopefully he doesn't come through too much. His little buddy died today, so he's a little sad. So he's out there barking a little bit. So anyway, I cannot see the live stream from here. So if you happen to tap in and chat, once again, Mark is watching with the other phone. I'm having problems with live streaming. It's called technical difficulty on the operator's part. So, me and YouTube are not getting along. So, anyway, so we're just going to kind of go through this evening. You know, we're not going to be majorly structured. We're going to take advantage of this wonderful day. It's such a nice day. As you can tell, I'm out on the front porch tonight. Grass got a little tall in the last few days, so doing it in the yard was not an option, and within building I couldn't do it in the backyard. So, and I wanted it outside. So hopefully everybody is taking care of themselves with all this crazy going on, and actually enjoying nature, enjoying being at home. You know, you can say, oh, that's easy for you because you don't have kids at home. Hey, I got one here, so we're not kid-free zone here. So, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Take the time to enjoy this time off. Do the things that you want to do, not only the things that you need to do, but get out there and enjoy the spring, enjoy the yard, enjoy taking walks. I mean, we can still breathe fresh, clean air as long as we stay away from people. And take this time to reconnect with yourself and nature and what was put on this earth for us to appreciate, because I think we have a real reality check coming here that says stop and think about what we're doing. So on that, you know, let's use that. Let's use that to our advantage of getting back in touch with our own self and reconnecting with what's important. So, okay, so we just have a couple minutes here. So let's go ahead and get started. Not sure if this will be a full hour. Just depends. And like I said, if you are subscribed to my channel, I'm trying to figure out how to put up there so it lets you know when I'm going to go live. But if you'll hit that little notification bell that's on down there beside the subscribe thing, anytime I decide to go live with something or I put an event to go live, it's going to ding and let you know. So it's not too obnoxious or annoying, but at least you'll know what's going on. So, because I might throw a few extra things here and there. So, okay, let's start our evening and let's find our most comfortable position, whether it be seated or whether it be laying down. Whatever makes you feel good. And let's just take a deep breath in and let go with a sigh of relief to start. Let's close our eyes and let's just breathe normally. If you're seated, let's keep a nice straight spine so that everything flows well. If you're laying down, let's just relax and feel the floor or the earth, whatever you have underneath you. Let's just breathe in and out. Listen to the sounds that are around you. In my case, I can hear the birds, hear someone getting after the dog. That's a hint to the inside people that can say something about that. Maybe you hear the sounds around you in your house. So let's start to maybe deepen our breath a little. Start to bring ourselves inward. Start listening to our own body. Listen to how the air comes in and exits our body. As we breathe in, let our lungs and our chests and our stomach all fill up. And exhale, letting all the stress and the tension go with it. Now let's just start to set our intention for the day, for the evening. It might be one word, it might be a phrase, something that means something to you. I don't like to use the word setting a goal because then you pay too much attention. This is something that you want to feel, that you need. As we have our intention set, let us know that we're going into this practice for ourselves. And thank yourself already for taking the time to start this practice and finish it. So as we open our eyes, let's raise our hands above our heads with a deep inhale and exhale. Let's do this again. Let's inhale nice and deep. And as we exhale, let everybody in the other rooms hear you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to inhale our arms up. And once we get our arms up here, go ahead and exhale. And let's look between our fingertips and really kind of stretch our arms up. Right now you're probably feeling this right across the center of your back. Maybe it's a little tight. That's okay. Now let's take another deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's twist to the left slowly as we exhale. And let's keep our arms out into a flat, as if we were in Warrior Two, but we're seated. Everything we do this evening, we're going to do for an extended period of time. So as you're here, remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Trying to keep yourself upright. If you come out of this, I'm thinking the dog just got into the electric fence, and I apologize. So, anyway, let's inhale our arms up and exhale the opposite direction. You'll notice that this feels a little different on this side. You rotate your arm, make it nice and comfortable. Let's inhale, arms up, and exhale to the opposite side. If your arms get tired, this is something you're not used to at any point in any of these positions, just maybe shake your arms out and go back into it. It's okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the opposite side. You'll also note that you may want to try to pull a leg up on the opposite side. Try to keep those legs down and keep your bum situated up firmly on the floor. This time we're going to come arms up. Inhale and exhale, arms down. Give herself just a little bit of a shake out here. We're going to come up again, arms up above her head. And exhale, let's bring ourselves around. Bring your left arm behind you as a little kickstand. Right arm comes around in front of your knee, and just give yourself a nice spinal twist. Looking over your shoulder. Now you can extend this and make this a little deeper stretch by placing your hand palm facing out, your wrist against your leg, and just kind of pushing against your leg here. Hopefully you have a little bit of music going on in the background. If I were to Facebook Live this, I could use music, but on YouTube I cannot yet. So I'm working on that. Let's inhale, arms up. And exhale, bringing our arms back. And let's do a twist to the opposite side. Once again, all you're doing with this right arm is just kind of using it as a little kickstand here. And you might be able to use it to roll that shoulder. And then you're kind of pushing around. And at this point, you may not have this much twist. You may be here. It doesn't matter. As long as you're not here, and you're over here somewhere, you're doing something. Let's inhale, our arms up. Exhale, and let's twist to the opposite side again. Now, each time that you do your twist, just kind of try to get a little bit more in there. Don't overexert yourself. Just nice little stretch. If you can play with this front arm a little bit, like you'll see I'm like rolling it. Well, that is opening up this shoulder more, because that's really where I need a good stretch, as well as the lower back. I think it was from paddling around that paddle board yesterday with no paddle. Let's inhale, arms up. And exhale the last time to the opposite side. And by me choosing to do this on the porch tonight, I'm going to show you some alternatives to some moves that maybe some people can't do all the way, that maybe using a chair or a railing or something that can help you do this a little bit more. So inhale, arms up. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Excellent. So while we're still down here on the ground, let's just go our head around here and spin around, and let's put our feet out in front of us. Now, if you're very flexible, you might want to keep your feet together. If you're not real flexible, that's fine. A lot of people like to put their feet a little bit farther apart here. You can have a little bend to your knees. Do not think that you have to start out down here with the knees flush. I do want you to keep your feet pointed straight up if you can. And let's just inhale up. And let's just exhale and fold over. Now, this is where, if you have a block or a pillow, and let me grab my block while you're holding that position, because I left it laying over there. So if you're not, if you can't get all the way down there, you can always use like a block and just kind of, you can rest your hands on it, forehead on it. You can put two blocks on top of each other, because you may only be able to get to somewhere like this, and that's fine. We want a little bit of a stretch here, a little bit in our hamstrings, our lower back, but we don't want to overextend those hamstrings. So if you need to bend those knees a little bit, you can do that. And this is our first forward fold this way, so we don't expect a whole lot anyway. So let's just keep breathing this through for a few more breaths. As you breathe in, fill the tight spots with air. And then exhale. And imagine it releasing those tension in your spots that are tight. Let's drop our hands to the floor and slowly roll ourselves back up. We don't want to go really fast because we don't want it to catch here in the back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. By keeping your feet flexed like this, you don't have to go quite as deep to get the feel back here in the backs of the legs. Remember to breathe nice and deep. Let's drop our hands and let's roll very slowly up again. As we reach here, let's arms up overhead, inhale, and let's forward fold for the third time. Nice and slow. Each time you fold, you're probably finding that you're going just a tad bit farther. If you're not, that's okay too. Some people seem to think that, oh my gosh, I'm clear up here and I'm not doing anything. Everybody's clear down here. Well, it takes a lot to get clear down here. And there are days that I can't get down there either. And the fact that you're doing the movement and you're doing the stretch and you're doing the breathing is accomplishing great things. So don't think that just because you may be up here like this, because that's all your back and your back of your legs will give you, don't think that you're not accomplishing something, because you are. You most definitely are. So let's take 2 more breaths here. And let us slowly bring ourselves up. Now, before we do anything reverse-wise to do it, let's bring our right leg in to the inside of our thigh. Okay? And kind of shaking our back out just a little bit. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of slow movements, slow stretching tonight. Let's inhale, arms overhead, turning our body to face our leg that's outstretched, and slowly exhaling down. Once again, if you need a slight bend to this knee, that's fine. If you need your block in here, that's fine, because you're going to be here for a few breaths, so get comfortable. Just remember, as you breathe, as long as you consciously breathe into the spaces that are tight and exhale to the space and exhale the space out, you will start to feel yourself slowly sink. Every exhale, you will sink a little deeper. That's why when we come out of them, we want to do it very slowly. Let's take 2 more good breaths here. And slowly bring yourself up. So arms overhead. And let's just do a nice slight twist to the right. Straightening the spine kind of relieves that pressure that you just put on it. Straightening the spine. Nice little stretch. Let's see, and I'll arms up, turning our body toward our leg again, and let's drop one more time. As we exhale. And slowly rise. Arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Okay, let's just switch legs. bringing our left leg into. Now, keeping in mind if you have any issues with knees, okay, your bend may be somewhere here. If it is, and it's starting to put any pressure on your knees, drop the block underneath there, okay, just like that. All right, that way it takes that pressure off that knee. You don't want to extend, okay? Also, keeping the foot flexed helps take the pressure off the knee. But if you're okay to bring that knee in here and lay it up there, just remember, you got your foot flexed against that leg. That helps to take the pressure off of this knee. Okay, let's inhale, arms up, and let's turn our body toward our foot and exhale down. Once again, using your block, using your pillow, whatever you need. You will notice that on one side of your body, you may be a lot stiffer than you are on the other side. This is actually my stiff leg. Making sure to keep breathing. Consciously pay attention to your breath. If your mind starts to wander away into something else, maybe what the kids are doing in the room behind you, what the husband's doing, what the dogs are doing, just breathe. If you're paying attention to what you're breathing, you can't pay attention to anything else. Slowly bring ourselves up. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist to the left. Let's inhale our arms up. I kind of get lost listening to the birds. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly bringing the arms up. Inhale above our heads. Exhale, twist to the left. For any of my Monday night ladies out there, I do miss seeing your faces. It'll be nice when we can all get back together in the same space. Let's inhale our arms up. And one more time, let's exhale, forward fold. This third one, you probably see quite a bit of a difference. You're starting to loosen up a little. Let's bring our arms up slowly. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold, fall. Exhale, drop your arms. I told you I get kind of distracted by the stuff going on. Okay, so let's just bring our legs back around, and let's just, for 1 minute, let's put our feet together in a bound angle, just kind of bringing them together. Now, once again, if you have your blocks and your knees are up here, then just stick some blocks here, okay, so that you can relax. All right, if you're down here and you need that block for it to relax, that's fine too. If you're okay to just drop down, then that's good too. Just make it comfortable, okay? Kind of nice straight spine here. Also, you may want something out here. We're going to hold this pose for a minute, okay? So let's arms up overhead. Inhale, and let's exhale and just fold over. Now you may, like I said, you may even sit your block right on your feet if you need to, just to relax. Whatever it takes to just relax for a minute. Some people can fold completely over on this one. I, however, am not one of those individuals because that's not the way my hips are made. So sometimes people are right here. This is it. This is all you have. And you know what? That's fine because for a long time, right here is where I was at. I'm actually finally working my way down. Do I ever have delusions of laying my forehead down there on the floor? No, no. Just breathe. Let those knees drop. Don't try to hold them up. Just let those knees drop open. And dangle that head. Let it relax. If it pulls on your back a little bit too much, then stick a block underneath your forehead. Lay on it. These are great little things. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. And slowly rise. Now let's just for 1 second, let's just swing our legs around here and then just slowly roll back. And just lay on our back for just a minute. Let everything just kind of settle back in. Okay? If you can, bring your knees up into maybe a hug here for just a second. Roll. If that is not in your practice, just lay there for a minute. Just lay down there. Maybe put your feet on the floor and just kind of roll. Just kind of move back and forth a little bit. Just kind of massage in the sacrum. Otherwise, kind of tuck in and kind of work back and forth. Also, if it's in your practice to be able to do Happy Baby, let's reach up and grab the outsides of our feet, dropping our knees to our elbows. Maybe rocking back and forth. Let's try to see about keeping our tush down on the ground and our elbow or our shoulders down. Once again, if this is not in your practice, just keep in this position. Just kind of working our knees a little bit. Once you come out of Happy Baby, let's just we're going to just slowly raise up. And then let's just swing around and let's find our cat and cow. Now, if you cannot do anything on your knees, even by putting a blankie under there, find you a chair. I'll show you how to do cat and cow in a chair. So if you're on here, on the floor, just have your knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, drop that belly, arch that back, and exhale. And push up into a good arch into cat. And you may be able to work your cat and your cow. Let's take several breaths. Just work your cat and cow. Now, if you're a person who cannot do cat and cow due to your knees, find you a chair and sit down in your chair. I'm going to sit here on my little block. Okay. All right. Just put your feet on the ground, and you can literally, because I'm a little bit too much for the 90 degree, you can literally just put your hands on your tops of your legs and arch. Inhale, belly out, chest out, arch, exhale, and round. Okay? And you can just shoulders back and arching and exhaling, a nice cat. And you can move it around. So there's an alternative to not being able to be on your knees tonight. Okay? All right. So let's do a couple more cat-cows. Okay, from here, exhale. Let's widen our hands on our mat, tucking our toes, and let's push ourselves back into our first down dog. Now, I'm going to show you an alternative also on down dog. Okay, so if you're able to do your down dog, let's little bend to our knee if we need to. Let's walk our dog, stretch out a little bit, keep our head relaxed. If you cannot down dog, once again, find your chair. And basically just use your chair, okay? Stretch those legs out. You're looking for, some stretch to those calves. And just kind of drop that head a little bit, kind of arch that back a little bit, you know, and then just kind of work it back and forth. This is an alternative of not being able to exactly do it the way everybody else does it right now. This gives you your chest stretch when you're pushed back here. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of a calf stretch, then just fall forward and just walk your dog. Okay? Or just push back and walk your dog. Okay? So use that as your down dog alternative if necessary. Okay? So we're still on down dog. Okay, let's do just a little bit of a little plank dog drill here for just 1 second. So you got yourself here in your down dog. So let's just, with our hands right where they're at, let's just see if we can just lean down into a plank. And push ourselves back into a dog. Once again, you can do this with using the chair, as long as you got a nice steady chair. Just lean into your plank. Back into your dog. Lean into your plank. Back into your dog. If you're using the chair, just keep leaning into your plank and back into your dog. Just keep doing that for a few times. If you're using your chair, basically what you're doing is you're just using your hands a little bit, okay? Countertop works. It gets you the stretch here. It gets you the work for your strength here. Okay? So it's a little bit of an alternative. Yes, I am targeting that tonight because I will say my mom and stepdad are watching this, I hope, and this is kind of stuff that they have issues with, so we were kind of working on that. And I know there's other people out there that have the same thing. Okay, let's push right back into one more down dog. Now, you're in your dog. So, let's go. We're going to go right back down into our cat-cow. So let's do a couple cat-cows, kind of realign everything. And then we're going to push back into one more dog. And then look up between your hands. And let's just step, hop, or walk forward. And put your feet between your hands. We are into a forward fold. Okay, here we go again. If you are somebody who cannot do a forward fold for any reason, okay, our forward fold does not have to be clear down here tonight. Tonight we do not have to be here if we don't want to. You can have your knees bent somewhat. You can straight. But if your forward fold is only here, and you need to have that chair maybe to hold on to so that you don't go any farther, then that's fine. That's your forward fold, okay? Just a little bit of a forward fold. Because you're still getting a little bit of work right in through here that you need, okay? So if you have trouble forward folding, then don't fold as far. Okay, so you may be here, and that's fine. Then here's your range of motion. Otherwise, here we are. We're in the forward fold. Take an inhale. We're going to bend our knees, and we're going to very slowly roll ourselves up. Arms overhead. Exhale, heart center, and slowly bring ourselves right back into our forward fold, wherever that forward fold happens to be. Inhale, slowly roll up. Exhale, heart center, forward fold. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Heart center. And forward fold. This time as we inhale slowly up. Exhale at the top. Making sure our feet are about hip width apart. And let's do a little bit of a side lean to the right. Just try to keep our feet flat on the floor. Try not to drop out too much here. Try to stay, because here's where we want the stretch. We want the stretch here. We're not trying to stretch out down here. We're trying to stretch up in here. Let's inhale, arms above our head. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the right. Are your arms getting tired yet? We did a little bit of arm movement tonight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Just shake it out. Shake out the arms. Feel a little tight in the collarbones there. Let's work those loose a little bit. Okay. Doing quite a bit of floor work tonight, as you've noticed. So we're really kind of stretching stuff out. So inhale, arms up. And let's exhale, fold. Now, we are going to meet on the floor. So from this point on, you may just be at the point of, okay, I'm just going to lay down on the floor. That's fine. All right. Otherwise, let's put our hands to the mat. Let's step back or hop to plank. And let's slowly lower. Do we find baby cobra, cobra, or up dog? Making sure that if we're in up dog, that everything is engaged behind us. Our shoulders are dropped. And let's exhale into child's pose. If child's pose is not in your practice, then let's just meet down. We're going to end up laying on our back, so we can come on down if you want to. From here, let's just bring ourselves up and let's just lay down on our back. Okay? Here we are. So, from here, let's bring our feet hip like wide apart on the mat, and let's windshield wiper very slowly, inhaling to the center, exhaling to the side. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the side. And let's just do this a few more times. I feel really backwards laying this direction, so as you do that, I'm going to switch my directions here. Okay. Just a couple more times on each side. Okay, from here, let's take and let's shift our rear end over just a little bit to the right, okay? And then let's just bring our right, let's just rotate to the left and just do a nice spinal twist. Let's keep our arms out in a T level with our shoulders, palms facing down, okay? And we can drop these knees. Now, if your knees don't hit the ground all the way, that's what your block is for. You can just rest them right there. You want to get a nice little spinal twist in your back, but you don't want to, overdo it. If your knees will lay down there on the floor or on the ground just right, that's fine. You might want to bring that one out, your top leg out a little bit to get a little bit more of a twist. And if you'll gaze over your right shoulder, you'll get a nice, little bit more of a twist in this shoulder. Trying to keep your shoulders down to the ground. So if you're here, but your shoulders 6 inches off the ground, then back up a little bit. Okay, let's keep these shoulders pressed to the ground. Let's breathe and just relax for a second. Okay, let's inhale up to the center, shifting our hips to the left. Nice inhale, exhale, and drop our knees to the right, gazing over our left shoulder. Once again, you may want to drop that leg out there straight. You may want to keep your knees bent. You may need your block underneath your knees. And that's fine. I've come to the conclusion when you try to live stream with several people on a farm, it's noisy. Let's inhale with our knees back to the center. Maybe bring them in, rock back and forth. Otherwise, just kind of move them around down there. And I have one more thing I'd like for us to stretch out this evening. We've done a lot of back twists. We've done a lot of leg stretching. But I kind of want to open our shoulders up just a little bit without too much more movement and getting out of the way. So let's just slowly bring ourselves up into a seated position for just 1 minute. Whatever's comfortable for you. And I just kind of want us to kind of stretch these shoulders just a little bit. So just kind of grab your hands, maybe bring this left arm up and kind of bring it maybe behind the head just a little bit. But don't bend over. Try to stay as straight as you can. So you may be here, okay? Because by pulling this way, if you're not very limber, you'll have a tendency to pull forward. But just kind of pull, and it's kind of pulling this area right here just a little bit, okay? Just take a couple of breaths here. And then switch your fingers, inhale, and as you exhale, let's kind of go to the other side. Just a little bit of a different stretch. And then just inhale, arms up, and exhale, arms down. Okay? And then next, let's just take our arms behind our back just a little bit and just kind of roll our chest open a little bit. We put our hands backwards behind us. Kind of just use that to just kind of roll that open just a little bit. Kind of open your chest up just a little bit more. Now's the time that if there's any other extra stretches that you'd like to throw in at the end of your practice. Like I said, tonight has been a nice, easy practice. Otherwise, let's just find our way into Savasana, laying flush. You can do anything here that you'd like. The ideal thing is to lay flat on your back with your palms facing up, your feet laying open, and just relaxing into the ground. Some people, though, they like to kind of come up here with a bound angle. Other people like to put their blankies. So let's just find our way into our corpse pose. We just kind of made a little bit shorter class tonight, but we've got a lot of good stretching in, a little bit of down dog, a little bit of flow. So we just kind of opened ourselves up a little bit. And as we lay here, in hopes that tonight's battery does not die, let's just breathe normally, listening to the sounds that are around us. As we maybe start to deepen our breath just a bit, we start to feel the floor underneath us or the ground underneath us ever so slowly. It would be a good chore to try to block out sounds as Flash the Wonder Pig is trying to get out on the porch, and unfortunately the door locked behind me. So she's going to make noise. So as we lay here, let us start to think about our feet. Let us think about how our feet feel and our toes. And we relax our big toe and the toe next to that, our middle toe, our fourth toe, and our pinky. As our toes start to relax, then we start to feel it as it works its way up to our ball of our feet. And they start to feel warm and relaxed. Next, we move right on up to our arches. And the arches start to release the tension that you sometimes don't realize is there. We come on up to our ankles, heels, and now our feet are just nice and relaxed and warm, and they feel heavy. As we notice that our breath is slowing down and it's deepening somewhat, and we're losing the sound of other things besides my voice and your breath, we come right on up through and we notice right where our calf muscles and our shin bones and stuff all meet, right above the ankle, and we feel all of that start to relax. The calf muscle gets heavy, and the muscles around our shin bones seem to slide off to the side, and they all merge together as you feel them resting gently on the floor. And you realize that from your knees below, everything feels nice and heavy and warm and relaxed. We feel the tension on the insides of our knees release. Then the outside. And then the large muscle on the back of our knee. As you actually feel it relax enough to actually touch the floor below you. And our kneecap feels like it slides right off to one side. As this relaxes, then across the tops of our knees, starts to feel nice and heavy and relaxed. Slowly the relaxation spreads up toward the thigh. Comes to the outside muscle on the top of your leg, and you feel it start to relax from where it meets the knee all the way through to where it reaches your hip, and it kind of slides to the outside. Then the muscle on the inside of your thigh, where it meets the knee and comes all the way up into your pelvis. As you pay attention to that, you feel that it slowly starts to release as it goes up. And now the whole top of your leg is going around to meet your hamstrings. And where your hamstring meets the back of your knee, you feel it start to release. And you feel that release slowly spread its way to the center of your ham and up into the back of your buttocks. Now we feel that everything that we've been holding tonight with the pelvic floor in our pelvis and our bum, all those muscles start to relax. And everything, you can feel all of your muscles just resting gently into the floor. Your relaxation spreads on through your pelvis into your organs, up to your belly button. The muscles on the lower parts of your side are folding down around your spine. The muscles along your spine are releasing to touch the floor. And your belly button just sinks gently, as if it's trying to reach your spine from the inside. Once that's all relaxed, you can feel it starting to move in up underneath your rib cage. And all the muscles underneath your rib cage, around your side, and in your lower back, all release, relax, and merge with the floor. You then start to relax the actual rib cage, the muscles on top and across your sternum, and everything that wraps around your diaphragm. Your lungs start to relax. Your middle spine is relaxing, and as all this relaxes and melts, you find that it's easier to breathe. Your breath comes in easy, soft, slow breaths that just flow in and out of your body with no effort. We now notice that our fingers are starting to get heavy. First our thumb, then our pointer finger, our middle finger, our ring fingers, and our pinkies. As they relax and your palm starts to open wider on its own. The palm of your hand relaxes and it's open to receive the love and the peace and the unity with people and things that are around you. Your relaxation then leads into your wrists. The top part of your wrist and the bottom part of your wrist relax and they start to merge as one. Then you feel your forearms, the muscles in your forearms from your wrist into your elbow start to relax. And then you notice that the underneath side of your arm, the muscles that wrap all the way around your forearm and hook to the other side of your elbows, the tension releases out of them and all that becomes just one. And you feel it touching the floor. Your elbows are now starting to relax. And then the spot right where your tricep muscle in the back of your arm comes and it meets your elbow, you feel the relaxation and the tension release there. And you feel it and you follow it all the way up to the shoulder. And the point where your bicep muscle reaches and touches the elbow on the inside relaxes. And you just let it relax all the way up into the shoulder. breathing the air into these muscles, and as you exhale, releasing any tension. Then you bring your focus to the center of your chest, right at the points of your collarbone, in that nice little hollow. We breathe in a bit of air, and as we exhale, let that air flow out away from that hollow and across underneath your collarbones. And let it take the tension and float it right out of your shoulders. As we take our next inhale, let's start in the center again, and let's let it go right across the tops of the collarbones, and exhaling the tension and letting that relax all the way across to the points of your shoulders, so that it is now relaxed all the way across your chest, the muscles across the front of your shoulders as it goes out. As we inhale again, we pay attention to the opposite side of the body, to the back, right in the center up there between your shoulder blades. And we inhale, and as we exhale, let's feel the tension literally releasing away from the spine and out across your shoulder blades and gone. And now you feel all of that area resting against the floor, and it's relaxed. We feel our throat and our neck start to relax. We release the tension that we might be holding in our throat. And we release our jaws. Let your mouth drop open. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Consciously feel the muscles in your jaw sliding back as if they're going to come off of your face. Let us consciously pay attention to the muscles underneath our eyes and across our nose and our cheeks and our ears. Let them relax and fall toward the floor. And let's release the tension up through our nose and across our forehead. And let it roll back toward the temples, to the back of the skull, and release it into the floor. With your eyes closed, maybe roll your eyes up and look at the space between your eyes and your forehead to your third eye. By doing this, it causes all the tension in your face to release. And in the last big inhale, let's inhale and exhale any remaining tension out through the crown of our head. As we are relaxed and calm, let us thank ourselves for joining today and doing some stretching and some yoga. Taking the time to recenter yourself and refocus. For allowing yourself to walk away from everything that's going on in reality right now. And bring it into yourself. Paying attention to what your body needed and does need. Know that you are loved by many people. Know that this too shall pass, but learn from the experiences. Use this time to refocus on yourself, your family, and what is important. And learn so much from the experiences that we're going through right now. The hustle and bustle that we've all gone through on a daily life is on check. This is our time to get back our peace and learn to deal with situations, but yet take care of ourselves at the same time. My hands are at heart center. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you in this short session this evening. Thank you for joining me at the farm, on my porch, all my noises. And know that I am here to help in any way that I possibly can. Know that you're loved, that you're appreciated. Thank you again. Namaste. As you slowly bring yourself around, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling over on your side, bringing yourself back. Take what you've done for yourself tonight into this week. And when things get a little stressful, just breathe. Things can be accomplished with breath. It really can. Stay safe. And please give me some feedback. I would do more live streams if you would like for me to. And like I said, tonight's was kind of focused around some people maybe couldn't do quite as much as what we do at other times. And I will take any levels that I can and help you out as much as I possibly can. If there's anything that you'd like to see me do, whether it be yoga or anything else, let me know. And thank you for watching tonight. And join us again. Hit that little notification bell down there by the subscription. That way when I get ready to do a live stream, you'll know it. And thank you again for joining us tonight for Monday Night Yoga. People get doing it, but